Gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't gotta keep the flame on. 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 Flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't gotta keep the flame on max. I'ma keep it going till there ain't none left. Going till there ain't gotta keep the flame on. 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 Keep the flame on.
We are just an hour away from the biggest, baddest, and best fight card Glory Kickboxing has ever produced, and it's live exclusively on pay-per-view. Glory 77. Go to glorykickboxing.com right now to order or for more information. This event taking place at the Mecca of Kickboxing, the Netherlands, the Rotterdam Ahoy Arena. Now, normally this place would be packed to the gills, but obviously we are in a global pandemic. No fans are allowed. Almost all of Europe is on lockdown. In fact, we're very lucky that the local government allowed us to put on this show. We thank you for joining us now and for, of course, buying the pay-per-view, which starts at the top of the hour. My name is Todd Grisham alongside Bazooka Joe, the former welterweight champion of the world. And when this fight card popped up on your computer screen for the first time, what did you think?
Well, I was just shocked, so I actually text messaged you to say, hey, is this actually real? Because every fight on this card could be a main event on any other show.
Yeah, that's right. We've got 3 world title fights, including 2 unification bouts, and we start right out of the gates with Luis Tavares versus Donegi Abena, a fight no one's really even talking about. This could be a main event.
Yeah, absolutely, and both of these guys are talking about title shots, so the winner here could potentially fight that winner of Artem Vakhitov versus Alex Pereira, so much on the line for those guys.
Yeah, Alex Pereira is fighting, but so too is his sister, Aline Pereira, versus Tiffany Van Soest for the women's super bantamweight title.
Yeah, and she kind of looks like an Alex Pereira. She's got that knockout power, but Tiffany Van Soest, the champion, it's just been so dominant. Her footwork, her ability to enter and move, it's going to be a tough fight.
And I know the fight you're most excited about, since you are the former welterweight champion of the world, is Doombay versus Grunhart. It is finally happening, the trilogy tonight on Glory 77.
Yeah, both of these guys are just so good at building and hyping a fight, and they got me, so into this rivalry and the trilogy, so it settles it tonight. So yeah, I'm excited.
And Alex Pereira, many people feel, is the best striker in the world today, whether it's kickboxing, MMA, boxing. You pick your sport. He can knock you out. 5 of his last 6 wins have come by knockout, but he faces Artem Vakhitov tonight to unify the light heavyweight title. Vakhitov has won 17 of his last 18 fights.
Yeah, just so smart, so technical, and just a fantastic, complete kickboxer. So this is, in my opinion, edging someone towards that pound-for-pound best of kickboxing.
As if that wasn't enough for you. But wait, there's more. How about a one-night 4-man heavyweight tournament featuring the heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven?
Yeah, we don't even see that. To see the champion in there just makes the tournament so much more exciting. We got, a nice contender in Levi Rigters on the other side, so much action happening in this heavyweight tournament.
And we do have one fight for you here on our pre-show, and it is a heavyweight tournament reserve bout, Muhammad Bali versus Martin Pakis.
Yeah, both guys making their glory debut, good heavyweights, but I'm excited to see Muhammad Bali, only 22 years old, such good promise in him, so I'm excited what he can do against, the more experienced Martin Pakis.
All right, Bali with a 75% knockout ratio, so you might want to keep an eye on him. The winner of this bout will fill in the heavyweight tournament if one of the fighters gets hurt and can't fight in the finals. So it's a big fight potentially for both of these guys. Now, this is a cornucopia of kickboxing celebrities fighting tonight, and many of them have already made their way inside the Rotterdam Ahoy. And there he is, Joe, Alex Pereira.
Yeah, looking to be the simultaneous two-division world champion for Glory. He's our middleweight champ, looking to turn that interim championship into the legit light heavyweight belt.
And there's the women's champion, Tiffany Van Soest, coming off the biggest win of her career.
Yeah, beating Anissa Mexen was huge for her career, but she's got a less experienced Aline Pereira, but a tall one, so she's got some work to get inside.
And then, of course, he is nicknamed the best, and he is the best, at least in the welterweight division, Cedric Doumbe.
Yeah, just oozing with confidence like we see in every other event. He's talking, he's building the fight, and he's trying to get in Myrtle Greenheart's head.
And there is the king of kickboxing, Rico Verhoeven. Why do you think he decided to compete in this tournament?
Well, I mean, things are changing. I think, with Jamal Ben Sadiq backing out, he wanted to entertain the fans. He wanted to keep us exciting, so we get to see him potentially twice.
And when you speak of excitement or mention excitement, Myrtle Greenheart, about as exciting a fighter as you can get.
Yeah, Glory veteran. He's fighting for his 21st Glory fight. And I'm going to tell you, he's experienced, he's technical, unorthodox, and he's ready to fight.
Artem Vakhitov has had a lot of troubles with his right hand. He's broken it a couple times. He vows he's 100% tonight, and if that's the case, do you like his chances?
Well, I do like his chances, and a lot of it has to do with that hand, but he's a complete kickboxer. He could box, but the thing is he can use his kicks. So if his hand's sore, I'm sure he's been working on his kicks.
All right, here's what's coming up on our pre-show tonight. Remy Bunyowski, I'm sure you've heard about him if you're a kickboxing fan. He'll be joining the broadcast with us tonight. We'll take a closer look at that four-man heavyweight tournament. We'll have that heavyweight prelim fight for you between Bali and Pakis, and then the rivalry. Does it get any bigger as far as bad blood between Doombay and Myrtle Greenheart?
No, I mean, just their social medias alone have gotten me excited for this fight. I mean, the hashtags, they're coming. Take your belt 2 times, pray for Myrtle. It's just they've built and created a nice hype for us.
And when you see the Pereira siblings, which we'll talk more about later, it's a night of first, because this would be the first time ever that a brother-sister combo could win a world title at the same time.
I mean, that's just fantastic. I mean, they even have their father in the corner. So it's a big family affair, and they're just powerful. They're athletic. I mean, I'm just excited to see them both compete. And to be 2 champions, I'm down for more first.
All right, well, let's talk more about Remy Bunyowski. Joe, this guy has fought everyone there is to fight in kickboxing.
Yeah, he's a legend. I mean, we have a heavyweight tournament. He's basically the king of heavyweight tournaments, So he's experienced, he's fought big names, and let me tell you, he's one of the guys that have paved the way for all the guys fighting on tonight's card.
Remy Bunyowski, fantastic in the ring as a fighter, but how will he do on television? Let's find out. He's standing by with the third member of our broadcast team, Mark Schaaf.
Hi, Todd and Joe. Yes, I'm here in the venue, an empty venue still, just like last month. But I'm not alone. I'm here with Dutch kickboxing legend Remy Bunyowski, 3-time K1 tournament champion.
Yes.
Remy, one of the biggest cards in Glory history. What do you think of tonight?
Like you said, the biggest card in Glory history is looking fantastic. Well, I'm looking forward to the fight of Myrtle against Doombay. That will be, I think, the most anticipated fight I've ever seen. It's so great. I'm looking forward to that.
There's a lot of tension between those guys, huh?
A lot of tension. And I think we're going to see an action-packed world title fight. Yeah.
What do you think of the tournament? You experience as no other.
Yeah, I've done many tournaments. 3 fights in a row, Now it's 2 fights in a row. And we're going to see how Rico's going to cope with that. Yeah.
We're looking forward to it, Todd and Joe. Let's get the night started. We're ready.
We got world titles on the line.
Quitting was never an option. Exhausted. Depression is never exhausted. Who can stop it? Who can stop it?
And still Glory Champion of the world.
Oh, what a finish! A highlight reel knockout. It's all over. It's all over. So welcome back. We are about 50 minutes away from Glory 77 live and exclusively on pay-per-view. Go to Glory Kickboxing right now to order and for more information. All right, Bazooka Joe, a 4-man heavyweight tournament. You competed in a tournament back at Glory 13. What's entering a tournament like this like for a fighter?
Well, I mean, it's a lot about mentality. Yes, you have the skills, but a lot of fighters really focus on that second fight too much. But you got to get through that first one. You got to be healthy. So to me, it's a lot about mental strength in this tournament.
Other than Rico Verhoeven, who's obviously a heavy favorite, which other fighter do you think makes the most noise?
Well, I mean, I think it's that second semifinal. I mean, Levi Rigters coming off a tournament win. He's 12-0 undefeated, but you can't look over his opponent. Tarik Khbabez, the tank, forward pressure, looking for power. So let me tell you, I mean, that second semifinal, we have a good potential heavyweight contender.
Yeah, the tank says his favorite fighter of all time is Mike Tyson. Yeah. He hits almost as hard as Iron Mike. Right now, let's take a closer look at tonight's 4-man heavyweight tournament. The list of Glory Tournament champions is a roll call of fighters who went on to be champions. Pereira, Varga, Cavallari, Holskin, Sidachai, Grunhart, Marcus, Hatch. Glory 77 sees another 4 men take the 2 fights, 1 night challenge, but with one huge difference. For the first time in its history, Glory sees the reigning heavyweight champion of the world step into the ring to face the hardest contest in fight sports.
It's the king!
Rico Verhoeven puts his unbroken 18-fight, 8-year winning streak on the line to silence the critics and cement his status as the greatest heavyweight of the age.
For me, in the end, it doesn't really matter who I fight because I'm always just happy to do what we do best, and that's kick ass.
In the first half of the draw, he faces towering Egyptian Hesdy Gerges. There's bad blood between the two after a recent press conference outburst, and Gergis is hungry for one last shot at reaching the top.
Here comes the charge, Levi Rigters!
I want to fight everybody. I want to go to the top.
In the other half of the draw, new additions Remy Rigters and Tarik Khbabez face off. Rigters made his debut with 2 knockouts in one night, but Khbabez fights like a madman and will be no pushover. It's the toughest night in fight sports with Rico Verhoeven and the heavyweight tournament at Glory 77. The king still reigns supreme!
He talks like he find out he's the founder of kickboxing or something, and he act like a king, and yeah, I don't like that type of people.
Introducing first, fighting out of Amsterdam, the Netherlands, we are glad that he's back. Here's Hesdy fighter Hart Gerges.
The wide audience doesn't know him from fighting.
And then his opponent, the man that needs no introduction. He is the Glory Heavyweight Champion of the world. He is holding his throne for almost 7 years now. He is the king of kickboxing, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Rico Verhoeven.
It started in 2019.
Aan gewicht. Vriend, wat? Even, oké, maar even los daarvan. Wat wil jij dan? Wat wil jij dan? Vriend, jij moet gewoon je mond houden. Anders moet je gewoon je handschoen aantrekken en dan sla ik jou ook gewoon de hele ring door. Mooi.
We're looking for an opponent. That's the guy.
Deze man is niet eens een wedstrijd. Die heb ik 2 keer verslagen. Ga alsjeblieft ergens in een hoekje zitten. Ga lekker met jezelf bezig zijn. Alsjeblieft, zeg, aandachtzoeker.
Actually, I never liked him that much as a person. He was always like a little bit arrogant. I can't say no to that challenge now.
What got me excited for that fight was that moment that he triggered me.
Kom dan, vriend. Kom nu. Kom nu. Ik sla je de hele vandaag nog.
Meneer Gerges.
Hey.
We kunnen een officiële wedstrijd doen, maar geen stoere praten.
What a battle that is going to be, Joe, and it's the first fight of the night of this heavyweight tournament.
Yeah, and that bad blood has got me really excited for this fight. And to see Rico fight twice, man, he's feeling this ring out. He's making sure his feet, it's all about feeling the grip in the ring, so he knows he can push off without slipping. So I'm just so excited to see Rico in a different type of format.
So the heavyweight champion of the world fights in a 4-man heavyweight tournament tonight, live on pay-per-view.
We got world titles on the line. And still Glory Champion of the World.
Oh, what a finish! A highlight reel knockout. It's all over. It's all over. All right, so Rico Verhoeven versus Hesdy Gerges in the first fight of the tournament. Then the second fight, Joe, that's certainly kind of a pick 'em fight. No one really knows what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, we know Levi Rigters from a month ago winning a tournament, 2 fights in one night. He's 12-0, got 2 finishes in his debut. So we know he's tall and rangy, but we don't know much about Khbabez. But if you watch his fights, you see his style. I think he's going to give Rigters a tough fight because Rigters long, Khbabez needs to go in and pressure. So it's opposite styles that will make the exciting fight.
You know, a lot of fighters say in a tournament they focus only on the first fight. They don't think about the second fight, while others say, I want to end the first fight as soon as possible so I can turn all my attention to the second fight. How did you approach it?
Well, for me, it was I had to win that first fight. I'm all about that first fight. If I held back in that first fight and I didn't get the win, there would have been a lot of regret. So a lot of fighters got to lay it out a little bit more in that first fight.
All right, so that 4-man tournament begins at the top of the hour, live exclusively on Glory 77. Go to glorykickboxing.com for more information. Now live right here, a free fight for you. It's a heavyweight tournament reserve bout. The winner of this will be entered into that 4-man tournament should someone suffer an injury. So let's go live now to the Netherlands for this one. Judging by the comments on our YouTube stream, and those of you watching on Pluto Television as well around the world, a lot of Moroccans watching right now, Joe, and they want to see Muhammad Bali get a win right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's just represents Turkey as well, and he's one of his favorite fighters, Gökhan Saki. But what impresses me the most is that he's only 22 years old. He turned professional at the age of 17 or 18. So, I mean, still young in his career, but showing a lot of promise to have this type of confidence at this level.
And he trains with Tarik Khbabez, who'll be entering that tournament later tonight. And Martin Pakis has knocked out Tarik Khbabez, so you know Bali wants to get a little bit of revenge for his training partner.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bali's not intimidated to fight bigger fights. He does have a win over Brian Dowes, which he said is his highlight of his career. Was able to finish him with a liver shot. So, I'm telling you, for 22 years old to be at this level, this type of confidence, he's got to bring something special.
Here's our tale of the tape for this heavyweight tournament reserve bout. Muhammad Bali versus Barton Pakis. Pakis, 29 years old, a 77-inch reach. That's 3 better than the Turkish fighter.
When it comes to professional experience, the advantage going to Mark and Pakis, but like we keep mentioning, Bali has that power behind him.
Here are the rules tonight. 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Punches, kicks, and knees are the legal strikes. 3 knockdowns in a round or 4 in the fight results in a TKO.
The belt's going to be scored using the following prioritized criteria, starting with knockdowns, followed by damage, then looking at clean scoring strikes with an emphasis on spectacular techniques, followed by normal techniques. Finally, if there's no clear advantage, judges look for the more aggressive fighter.
We do have open scoring tonight with 5 judges scoring based on the 10-point must system. You will see their scores after each round. Being told there's an issue with the ring right now. They're going to have to do some mechanical work to the ring. So they told us it's going to come to us for a few minutes,
All
Joe.
right.
We'd get, at least we got plenty of information to talk about
That's
tonight
it.
as we get ready for that 4-man tournament. Now, when you're fighting in a reserve bout, I know you haven't done this, but if you're one of these fighters and you do win, what's the mentality between now and perhaps when you would have to fight again later tonight in about 3 hours?
Well, I mean, it's staying warm. I mean, the problem is once you're done fighting, there's a big adrenaline crash. So that's where you start feeling the injuries come, the shins that are banged up. In your fight, you may have kicked an elbow and something. So that's when the swelling happens. So by staying warm, keeping the blood flowing, it stops the swelling a little bit and keeps you warm. But as soon as you sit down and stop moving, you could have problems.
So speaking of problems, again, there's a problem with the ring right now, a technical issue that they're repairing. As soon as the ring is fixed and ready to go, we'll take you back out live to Rotterdam for this heavyweight tournament reserve bout. But right now, we want to hone in on Cedric Doumbe taking on Myrtle Greenheart for the Welterweight Championship of the World. Myrtle Grunert hasn't fought since he knocked out Troy Jones, but he looked really good that night.
Yeah, he came in with the power, and he has made some changes in his camp. He left Big Mike's gym, started training elsewhere. So there's some little differences he said we're going to see. He's really focused on his boxing in his past. So he said coming into this fight, he's going to bring some of his old school strikes, his kicks. And one of the most dangerous strikes he had was that scissor knee knocking everyone out. So if we can see those types of things from Myrtle, I think he'll have a good night.
So as important as the physical attributes of a fight are, when it comes to this rivalry, it may be all about mental. Here's a closer look at Doombay versus Grunhart.
There's a lot of tension.
Come and get it. You want it, then come and get it.
He's turned into one of the best minutes of
Come and get it. You want it, then come and get it.
I want the clown next, the clown.
What's your message to him?
I knock you out. Myrtle is the next one.
Come and get it. You want it, then come and get it. Hold up, wait a minute.
It's another knockdown for Doombay. We've got a new world champion, and Cedric Doumbe is once again officially the best.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
I'm listening, my son.
I hurt more people, broken more jaws.
Could you be more specific?
Here's the problem. As you know, I'm the best kickboxer on the planet. You know it, right? Okay, I am the best kickboxer on the planet. And the thing is, they don't get it. They don't really get it. I see them coming every time, each one as bad as the last one. Father, it's always the same. Left, right, KO. Left, right, KO. take poor out.
It's got him again. Harut does not look all there. Cut. Paul Nichols may jump in there in a second. Oh, he's turned his back. And it's another.
Look at his eyes. Father, between you and me, I think he met an angel. Look at Nabiel. First he was dancing. And then he was sleeping. Father, I can't stop. I can't stop winning.
Have you ever considered stopping your training to give them a chance?
Yes, I thought about it, but I can't. I have to kick their asses to earn some respect, you know what I mean? Like, Father is stronger than me.
Yes, my son. But how are you going to deal with your next opponent?
The next one, his name is Myrtle Grunert. A tall, skinny-ass black guy with legs longer than his body. But he's a good guy. He's kind, smiley. He doesn't deserve what's gonna happen to him. That's why I wanna apologize in advance to his family, to his friends, because they will not recognize him after the fight. But Father, I promise I will do my best to let him alive. I don't know, maybe 2 rounds. I swear to God, 2 rounds.
I hope you'll reach the realm of peace in your heart. The best will win, my son.
Father, I am the best. So may the best win.
My opponent is Cedric Doumbe.
That's the bad blood we talked about. Cedric Doumbe.
Thank you, Mertel.
I'm the best, you know. My style is better than his style.
I don't want him next to me. Where's Doombay? Where's Doombay? So I'm coming for you, my man. I'm coming for you. No problem. I know, man. I know. I'm coming for the belt, baby. He looked up to me, so I gave him autograph.
Cedric Doumbe is a comedian, he's a clown, and he will soon lose his belt.
I'm not arrogant. You know that, huh? You're scared. I see you're scared.
Big scar, guys.
I'm gonna knock his down. I'm gonna knock his ass down tomorrow. And
I'm gonna knock him out. You wanna knock him out? Try, man.
When I give my opponents pain, they can handle it. So I'm gonna give him pain.
Touch him up. Back to your corners, guys. Judge.
They do not touch gloves. Oh, Doombay got his hands up just in time to block that kick, but Grunhart landed some power punches there.
And new glory welterweight champion of the world, Mertel Grunert.
First of all, I want to thank Cedric.
You know, I think I belong the belt because I'm the real champ.
Bro, you never beat me. I apologize for the knockout I'm gonna give you next time, okay?
Who is next?
Myrtle? I think Myrtle is the next one.
Myrtle Greenheart.
I think so.
What's your message to him right now?
I owe you one. I will knock you out.
I'm the welterweight man.
I want to knock him out and shut his mouth forever.
Jones in trouble again, and he's down for the 2nd time, and he's out on his back. And now is calling out the real champ, Cedric Doumbe.
Yeah, there's a lot of heat, a lot of tension.
Troy Jones, the fuck is that?
Interim welterweight champion of the world.
I want the clown next, the clown.
See you finally in person. All that shit that he's been talking. Now I can say that to my face.
Like break his nose, break his legs,
and kick his skinny ass.
There have been some intense rivalries over the years, but none quite like the rivalry we have right here.
Just tell me what you're gonna say if I beat you.
I will beat you.
Now, I'm saying that I will knock this guy out.
He will not face Myrtle Greenheart, but he will face the Predator.
He's a quitter, he's a coward, like I said before.
And message for Myrtle. And Myrtle, c'est un coward. Coward. Thank you.
Well, Joe, we've learned not to go against what Doombay says. He promises a knockout by the end of round 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough one with that experience that Myrtle has, but you can't have to believe Cedric Doumbe, what he says a lot of times. I mean, when he first came to glory, it was more about hitting, moving, like we saw against Holtzkin, but he's on a 6-fight win streak, 5 of those by knockout, and the one that did it, that went to a decision, he was able to knock down Jimmy Vigneault, so that power has been showing.
As for Myrtle Grunehart, the last fight he had against Doombay, he took his world title. Can he do it again?
Well, he can. I mean, with that experience he has, he just needs to stay calm, composed, and hopefully, you know, Doombay's not in his head, but you're talking about a Glory veteran making his 21st Glory appearance.
All right, Joe, who do you give the edge to in this fight right now?
Well, I have to give a slight favorite to Cedric Doumbe. I mean, the way he's been performing, how good he's been doing. I mean, the way he fought against, you know, Karim Gadji a month ago just showed that incredible power, the athlete he's become. So I'm giving a slight edge going into this one for Cedric Doumbe.
All right, so that's the situation surrounding the Welterweight Championship of the world. Now let's focus in on the Light Heavyweight Championship and the Super Bantamweight Championship. Both Pereiras are fighting. Joe, your sister actually got you into kickboxing, right?
Well, we started as Taekwondo young, and she was a couple years older than me, so there was a lot of fights happening inside the household, which probably made me tough to get the title later on. But I mean, grew up with 3 older sisters, so
it's
it made
not Maria.
me tough.
Maria didn't beat you.
There was Louisa, Maria, and Pina.
Oh,
Let me tell you, that's 3 tough women to live with.
Well, they're not as tough as Aline Pereira, who faces Tiffany Van Soest tonight. History on the line for the Pereiras at Glory 77.
É sentimento muito bom, é sonho, né, meu, do meu irmão, da minha família, e eu tô muito feliz de lutar no mesmo card que meu irmão. Vai ser vitória, dose dupla.
Um sentimento muito bom, muito importante, como eu venho repetindo sempre, não só para mim, não só para ela, para minha família, para minha equipe, mas para todos os brasileiros que buscam lutar nos maiores eventos, assim como o Glória. A gente está aqui, está abrindo portas, então é uma grande felicidade.
Her goal in life is for her and her brother to simultaneously hold Glory World titles. Can you imagine being trained day in and day out by Alex Pereira, one of the most intense competitors we've ever seen?
And she said Alex is very difficult on her, really making sure she improves. So
Com certeza a gente está trabalhando para isso, né? Ela é nova também dentro do esporte, no kickboxing, mas tem um grande potencial e planejamos tudo isso e está acontecendo, né? Mérito todo dela, é uma guerreira.
Are you ready? You ready? Let's go! Pereira was very impressive in her Glory debut, a unanimous decision. Without a straight right hand, a 1-2, and down goes Larson.
that's that long, straight snapping punches I talked about.
Vai ser muito importante para mim, para minha família, para o meu irmão, para todos os brasileiros. E vai ser uma felicidade imensa.
É muito importante para mim ter esse cinturão, conquistar mais esse cinturão em uma outra categoria, uma coisa que ninguém fez dentro da organização.
His nose is already winning. And left hook right at the bell, and that is it. Hands of stone. Alex.
Bom, é um pouco difícil,
difícil, né? Ficar subindo e descendo de peso. Lutei agora no médio, eu quero o meio pesado. Vakhitov, se você não quiser lutar comigo, deixe meu cinturão, me entrega meu cinturão.
You can see the Pereiras live in action tonight exclusively on pay-per-view. Glory 77 coming your way at the top of the hour. Go to glorykickboxing.com right now to order. We promised you this heavyweight tournament reserve bout. The ring has been fixed and we're ready to go. It's Bali versus Pakis.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Glory Prelim Show, and the first contest of tonight is a heavyweight division fight. 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing first our fighter from the black corner. He holds a professional record of 42 wins, 10 losses, and 10 by knockout. His height is 6.5 inches and 1.99 meters tall. His weight is 228.4 pounds and 103.8 kilograms. Representing Slovakia, and his Glory debut, introducing Pakis. And his opponent from the white corner, he holds a professional record of 32 wins, 5 losses, and 22 by knockout. His height is 6.2 inches, 1.89 meters tall. His weight is 241.1 pounds and 109.6 kilograms. Representing Turkey, also his Glory debut, introducing Mohammed Chepo Bali. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 3 rounds of 3 minutes. And the referee of this match is Mr. Yusuf Fakinik.
Gentlemen, you know the rules. Obey the commands at all time, protect yourself at all time. I want a clear and a fair fight, okay? Touch gloves, step back.
Big moment for both these fighters making their Glory debut.
Judges.
It is Turkey versus Slovakia. Mohammed Bali wearing the white gloves, Martin Pakis in the black.
Both gentlemen are natural southpaws, but you're going to see Bali really good at switching his stances, so he'll be mixing and matching between lefty and righty.
Pakis promises to throw a lot of kicks.
And he knows that Bali wants to come inside and try to use those power punches, so that's where knees become effective.
Good knee there on the inside.
Yeah, he almost has to time Bali coming in with those knees. That's where you're going to get the most damage with them.
Bali again trains with Tarik Khbabez, who will be featured later tonight in that 4-man heavyweight tournament. He's trying to avenge a loss that Khbabez had to Martin Pakis.
Yeah, Pakis is really known for those kicks and knees, but I've seen a lot of his fights end with knockout and with the hands. That left straight right hook from Pakis is really dangerous.
Break! Turn him out. Fight!
Martin Pakis said he, well, nice exchange there. Pakis with a good flurry.
Yeah, nice stiff power. Just nice and strong, good power.
It's pretty obvious Bali just wants to get on the inside and let his hands go.
Yeah, I mean, Pakis you can see is a little bit more Muay Thai based, nice and long, clean technical, where Bali wants to make it a little bit more messy, especially on that inside.
Nice little push kick there from Bali to get Pakis off balance. Bali does have 9 knockouts in his 12 wins. That's 75% clip. He's fully confident if he can land one good shot, the big Slovakian will go down.
I know Bali even said that his dream would be to kind of cut a little bit of weight eventually and maybe fight a Pereira or Vakhitov. So he thinks the light heavyweight division might be better for him in the future.
And we'll use this chance to say hello to the Slovakian giant, Tomáš Mozny.
Yeah.
One of our favorite fighters. Hope we see him again soon.
See already you see Bali always switching stances, trying to create different angles. And Pakis is just going to try to bait him in and use some good combinations.
Pakis said he used to want to be a professional skateboarder as he was growing up, but he said he was so big he kept breaking all his skateboards and decided to switch full-time to kickboxing.
Break some bones instead of boards.
10 seconds to go here in round one, scheduled for 3, heavyweight division.
I do like that Pakis left kick to the body, nice and strong.
Stop. Who'd you give that round to, Joe?
I think it's a tough one. I think it's really close because we saw Bali really getting aggressive, but I think Pakis maybe slight edge with the power. Let's talk a little bit about Bali while the graphic is up from Turkey. Like we said, really looked in values, you know, like the Gokhan Saki. He says his left hook is his best strike, and he said in the interview, if he touches you with it, he's out.
Martin Pakis holds a win, as I mentioned, over Tarik Khbabez, who you'll see later tonight. And he is a metal worker. Told us he can basically make anything out of metal. All right. No matter what it is. If you want it, he can make it.
You can see already here, Bali trying to get inside. The key for him is to get in, use his power punches, mix up levels, hit the body, go upstairs. But Pakis, long, straight power combinations to try to keep Bali away from him. Good action in that first round.
Fight! So we do have open scoring in the Netherlands. We'll see what the 5 judges had to say in a few moments. Bali in the white gloves, Pakis in the black.
And aggression always scores well, so when you see Bali keep coming forward, keeping Pakis against the ropes, that looks favorable for the judges. Good kick changing up for Pakis. Front kicks, low, body.
Break, step back.
Is maar eentje, Bali. Is maar één. Kom. Hou het simpel en eindig op dat been.
Oh, good counter punch in there from Bali.
Boy, Bali gets in close. He's throwing those rear hooks.
Yeah, he's really round, and this is where Pakis is trying to throw straight punches, especially that left straight, right? He's the taller fighter, trying to keep Bali at range. Pop, pop, keep away, and then mix his kicks.
If you're just joining, this is a heavyweight tournament reserve bout. The winner will replace someone in the tournament if there's an injury. Nice left hand there for Bali.
Step back, step back.
Yeah, Bali's setting up a lot of those big power punches with low kicks. Like, you can see the damage already building up on Pakis' leg. So those nice left low kicks from Bali are starting to add up, which is letting him land his power punches a little bit better. I'd like to see Pakis a little bit more busier. I mean, try to be first a lot of times. He's kind of waiting a little bit. There you go. When he puts his combinations together, he's looking good.
Pakis just wants to keep Bali away from him, keep him at range.
He started pressing a little bit more forward now. That's what he's got to do. He can't just keep backing up a little too much.
Break, step back.
Look at the bruising already happening on the right leg of Pakis.
I mean, those Bali low kicks are adding up, and he's coming forward. Just a fatiguing style because he's throwing everything with power a lot. So this is why he's taking these little break resets, catches his breath, 1 or 2 deep breaths, and he goes back into attack.
Try to high kick, nicely parred away there by Bali.
Stop!
We are just about 15 minutes away from Glory 77, the biggest fight card in Glory Kickboxing history. You could only see it on pay-per-view. Go to glorykickboxing.com right now.
I found this to be a better round here for Bali. I found his pressure starting to pay off. Some of his big hooks, and that left hook is his best shot, and he's swinging. I like that he started trying to change levels with it on the inside, but you can see that power he's trying to bring on the inside, and he had a pretty good round here with that pressure. And those low kicks are starting to add up, as we keep mentioning. That right leg of Pakis is getting pretty bruised and banged up.
If you're a UFC fan, you know just how bad those leg kicks and calf kicks can be. Just ask Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
And Joe, you think later tonight, whoa, that might be the key to victory for Vakhitov if he can take out that front leg of Alex Pereira.
Yeah, I think Pereira's good with his head movement, slipping, and sometimes his lead leg is left there, so I have a feeling Vakhitov might use that attack.
Pakis trying to go forward here in this round. This fight may be up for grabs here in the third.
Yeah, it could easily be one round apiece here. That's the good level change in there from Bali. Rip the body, opens up the head for you. Ah.
Good combination there for Pakis.
Yeah, when Pakis goes first, he's doing well.
Pakis kicking upstairs, Bali going back to the right leg.
It's just nice how Pakis just lifts that lead leg up so quick, so high. For a big boy, 6'5", that's impressive.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third and final round. Nice jab there from Bali.
A lot of more punching exchanges in this round. And then Pakis trying to slip that lead head kick off of his punches.
A lead head kick can't be easy to throw, can it?
No, it's less power, so you have to kind of snap it a little bit more. So it's more like a snapping kick than a momentum round kick like that left one you just threw.
You got to get ready to throw your next shot, right?
That's it.
This is where fatigue starts to set in. 90 seconds to go. What an opportunity from both those guys. Left hook connects for Bali.
Yeah, this is a very close fight.
Good performance by both of these athletes.
Yeah, Bali comes in, does work. You think he's starting to gain momentum, and then Pakis finds some good combinations, especially with that left straight, right hook, left kick. You know, doing well.
And you got to wonder if Pakis does win this fight and somehow gets called into action in the final determinant later. Oh, nice head kick, and back goes Bali. He is damaged goods, and he's been knocked out of the ring.
That snapping head kick paid off.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And that is it! Martin Pakis in his glory debut with a sensational knockout here at Glory 70.
Isn't enough for those guys.
And then almost as an afterthought, oh, by the way, there's a 4-man heavyweight tournament that features the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, and in that first fight, he's got bad blood and a lot of history with Hesdy Gerges, so it makes the tournament that much more exciting. Plus the other side, a newcomer who we're excited for in Tarik Khbabez, as well as the guy, Levi Rigters, who won a tournament a month ago, so everything is just perfectly set up.
I mean, just think about it. What if Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury was thrown into a 2 fights in 1 night boxing tournament? They would never accept that in a million years, but Rico has accepted it, and he's ready to go tonight and make history.
We got world titles on the line. And still Glory Champion of the World.
Oh, what a finish! A highlight reel knockout. It's all over. It's all over. And we welcome you back. The countdown continues. 7 minutes and change before Glory 77. And you just got to see Martin Pakis with a fantastic knockout in the third round. He's standing by with Mark Schaaf.
Martin, congratulations on your win, your debut. What a knockout, man. Tell us about it.
I think God was near before me. Yes, because I think it was a little bit luck for me, because I was like wood every fight. all fight I was like wood, because this fight was after 1 year without fight. Yeah, was really very hard now.
Yeah, I think you didn't caught Muhammad Bali by surprise. You also caught me by surprise, because I thought you were, well, maybe losing the match. You took a lot of left hook punches.
I think maybe I lose the fight on points. That was big luck, I think. Yeah.
But now you must be happy, huh?
Yes, I am happy. I am happy. I say a lot of bad words after fight in Slovak language, but now I am totally quiet.
Awesome. Congratulations on your win. So we have to see you sooner to get that rusty feeling out of you.
I think I will back in the next fight in better condition.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have to kind of disagree with him, saying it was lucky, but that's a well set up kick. He placed it well, used good body kicks to set it up, but just that head kick, man, that's the ultimate knockout that you want in martial arts, and he got it here in his glory debut.
You'll see that all over social media, won't you? Nice left head kick delivered in style by Martin Pakis, fighting out of Slovakia. He was very humble, said, I think I was losing on points. I got lucky. But when you knock a guy out of the ring, someone as big as that man that was standing across from him and Muhammad Bali, you done something well.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be lucky. That's all about skill. I mean, very humble. It was close on points, like we were saying. Bali was getting that momentum, but I wouldn't call it luck, Pakis. You set that up nicely, used your body kicks, and got that nice finish.
5 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Artem, Vakhitov, and Alex Pereira. This fight has been years in the making. It's basically the best fight that can be made in kickboxing today.
Yeah, you could easily say either of these guys could be the best pound-for-pound fighter in all of kickboxing. So, to me, these guys are both my favorite fighters to watch, and now they get to fight each other.
And according to the odds in Vegas, this is almost a pick-em, ladies and gentlemen. You never see that, a 50-50 fight between Pereira and Vakhitov. And then Tiffany Van Soest versus Aline Pereira. Pereira, not nearly the experience that Tiffany has, but Joe, she's got more power, she's got more height, she's got more reach.
Yeah, I mean, that's just going to make it that much more difficult for Tiffany. But Tiffany Van Soest is experienced. She's been in these world title fights before. She's got good footwork and movement to be able to get inside. So I think she's going to have a little bit of advantage going into it.
She is a two-time Glory Super Bantamweight World Champion, coming off the best win of her career, and she spoke to our very own Mark Schaaf moments ago.
I'm here with the Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Tiffany Van Soest. Tiffany, this is the first time after the COVID breakout that you're going to fight. How important is this fight for you?
Before I answer your questions, I just want to give a thank you to my sponsors who, during the time of COVID, kept me, afloat and supported me. So thank you to Monster Energy and Nanocraft CBD. I'm really excited to finally get back in the ring again. It's been about 14 months since I last competed. And, it's been a very hard year for everybody, a very trying, difficult year. And, with the time off, I was able to utilize that time to make myself better. I feel that, I took the time to work on my body, to work on my mind, to work on my spirit. And the opportunity to fight again came around. I'm super grateful, and with this new renewed energy, I'm really looking forward to getting in the ring and fighting, and being a symbol for although things are very difficult right now, that you can still persevere and that you can still come out on top.
In what way will we see a different Tiffany? You said you did different training methods. You've been training with Lucien Carbine, a legend. Will we see a different Tiffany in the ring than normally?
You'll see the same Tiffany in the ring, but you might see a few new surprises. But the same energy, the same focus, the same creativity. It's poetry in motion. So I'm looking forward to writing something beautiful for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck.
Thank you.
So Tiffany Van Soest, who's made a name for herself not only kickboxing, but in MMA and boxing, Muay Thai. She's done everything, but I would venture to say that kickboxing is her best sport.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she was a little martial artist, I believe, doing Taekwondo as a little kid, so this has been a long time and a dream coming for her.
All right, so as you can see on your screen, 2 minutes and 13 seconds until the best Glory kickboxing card in history. Or am I being too much, Joe? Am I going overboard by saying that?
No, I don't think you're going enough, Todd, to be honest. We have so many athletes on this card that could be pound for pound best kickboxers in the world. Rico Verhoeven, Cedric Doumbe, Artem, Vakhitov, Alex Pereira. Just those names alone just sell the fight. And they're in tournaments, there's rivalry, there's beef. This is the biggest fight card I've ever seen.
2 questions for you. What's going to be the fight of the night, and give me the upset of the night that you think could happen?
Okay, fight of the night, I'm telling you, I got to go with that Artem, Vakhitov, Alex Pereira. They're just too good, too well-rounded at the peak of their career, so that's going to be the fight of the night. An underdog fight, I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe the Tiffany Van Soest. Is just every fight's so close. I might say Aline Pereira's reach, but Tiffany's experience, I mean, that's just a hard question. Every fight is so close in my eyes.
It's so hard for you to pick it up.
I can't.
All right, but Aline Pereira is the most likely to pull off an upset. And what about in the tournament? If it's not Rico Verhoeven, if somehow Rico does not win this tournament, who does?
I'm going to go Levi Rigters. I think that long range, coming off that tournament, maybe no rust in him. He's feeling good. He's feeling confident. So I might go with Levi Rigters.
Yeah, and Rico Verhoeven is now the king of kickboxing, and he recently called Levi Rigters the prince of kickboxing. Yeah. He thinks he can be the next big thing, and there's a better than good chance that these guys face each other in the final. If you haven't ordered the pay-per-view, you got to do it now. Support the sport. Support the fighters. We can't sell tickets. We need your help right now. So go to glorykickboxing.com, order the pay-per-view, and enjoy the show. For Joe, I'm Todd. We'll see you at Glory 77.
We got world titles on the line. Still Glory Champion of the World.
Oh, what a finish! A highlight reel knockout. It's all over. It's all over.
The world's top stand-up fighting talent gather again. Oh! Here come the heavyweights. Still Glory Champion of the World. The best
a fire fight. This is what the crowd wanted. Now Pereira going for the finish. What a leaping knee. It has arrived. The best card, top to bottom, Glory Kickboxing has ever put on. Glory 77 live from the birthplace of the sport. That's right. We're in the Netherlands, in Rotterdam, at the Rotterdam Ahoy Arena. Normally this place would be completely sold out because, though, of the global pandemic and the European lockdown, stay-in-place orders. No one allowed in the building except for the fighters, the production staff, and their trainers. But you are with us right now exclusively on pay-per-view, and we certainly appreciate it. What a night it is going to be. I'm Todd Grisham, alongside the former welterweight champion of the world, Bazooka Joe Valtellini. Well, here we are. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Well, I think so. I mean, there's so much stress, and I'm so anxious. I mean, this card is stacked, and I've never been more excited for one.
Yeah, right out